All right. So, where we left off. You guys had just come back from your individual dream nightmare escape, where Dimitri, a rogue dream weaver, had sent you, mostly to introduce himself and to kill some time. You guys came back. You guys were in camp with Winston, and you all set off. Where we left you guys, you had just reached the capital. Mm-hmm. Or you were about to reach the capital.
We saw the giant tower.
Yes. You saw the giant phallus.
Which I immediately insulted.
Yes.
And then you asked if one of us stole your Oreos, and we definitely did.
You owe me Oreos.
Okay, so my question is, James, we're only looking for M, right? We've only ever heard of, like, the whisperings of this white knight. We're not in search of them either.
No, it's just M. We just heard about the white knight right now. Like,
okay,
that was
so we're looking for our friends, and we're looking for M, and that's it. Okay, gotcha. And then time does move differently, so we don't know if Rodney and Hood have been in here longer, because we do know that time does move differently.
Mm-hmm. It's Narnia rules.
Narnia rules.
No, it's not. Because if it were Narnia rules, you'd get out of here and no time had passed at all.
Well, like, it's Narnia rules for them. Because they don't know how long, we don't know how long they've been in here. Because we assumed they were knocked out for what, like an hour or two before we got there?
As far as you guys know, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right. So, we're going to Blimfark a little bit. So, you guys finish the trail to the capital. You get in, or you approach, and you see kind of like a moat surrounding the city. Tall wall, several gates getting in, a few lines of carriages and people trying to get in. Winston gets in line. It takes you guys a little bit to get to the front of the line, and as soon as you guys get to the front of the line, you see two guards, one on either side of the gate. Or what's your business here in the capital?
Weren't we here to see a show?
No, we're here to find M, but yes, also that.
We're here to see a show, too.
Yeah, Winston mentioned seeing a show.
Winston has to go get stuff from his shop that's in the capital, and there's also just conveniently a show.
Winston looks over at him and, "Oh, Carl, you know who I am. I'm just going to my shop." The two guards kind of just wave you through. Winston pulls in, and immediately, as soon as you are clear of the gate, you are bombarded with just street noise, and you see a crowded street, people walking around, some street performers going around. There's some magicians, some obvious mutants who are putting on a show for people. You see shops upon shops all around you, people outside shops. You see people handing out flowers, no charge, just handing out flowers because reasons.
I'm gonna go pick up a flower.
Okay.
Hey, these are free, right?
Yes, absolutely. You see like a 18, 19-year-old girl with a basket, and she hands you a few flowers. He's like, yeah, absolutely. Just spreading a little...
Could I grab 4 of those by chance?
Well, certainly. And she hands you... Yeah.
And I take them, and as I walk away, I say, boy, I sure hope these aren't poisoned or nothing.
Oh my god.
She just kind of happily... She just kind of happily walks away to the next person, just like, oh, well, to each their own.
I walk over and I give 1 to Remy, 1 to River, and then 2 to Winston.
Ooh!
And then I give Winston a little wink and then walk away.
Shade's gotta run for her money. Quick, look at Winston's shoulder blades.
River's
I
just
like a man
playing
who
with the
dresses
flower.
well, and you dress well.
River's playing with the flower and goes, I never got a flower before.
Well,
Are
that
these,
one
like,
comes
wild?
with very sarcastic love.
Are these like wildflowers?
Pretty much, yeah.
Aw.
But they're very colorful wildflowers.
Remy starts violently sneezing.
No, they're cute. I was just wondering, like, what kind of flowers they were.
I know, I'm just joking.
That would be hysterical, though, if I did have allergies. Roll for allergies.
No.
Roll for allergy. Luck
All
check,
right.
get a nat 1 and you're dead.
So, well, thank you, Oswald. You're such a charmer. Here's
Best.
where I let you guys out. Enjoy the market district. It's full of wondrous people. Would you guys like to see the show?
I would for sure.
Remy
Yeah, that
shakes
sounds
her
like a
head.
good time.
Shakes her head vigorously, like, yes!
Hey,
Any
Winston.
time to do a costume change.
Winston, before we got here, you said that you made us clothes while we were passed out from Dimitri. So, what's going on with that?
Winston holds up one finger, kind of reaches behind him, reaches behind the bench that he's sitting on, and pulls out 3 kind of rucksacks and hands them each to you. And it's pretty much just another set of the clothes that you guys are wearing already, just in case.
Okay.
And he also reaches into his jacket pocket, like the inside pocket, pulls out 3 like cardstock tickets and hands you each one.
Okay.
So the Colosseum is just down that way, and he points off to the right. You can't miss it. It's a huge stadium.
What time does it start?
He looks up to the sky. About noonish.
And what
Yeah, you
time
guys
is it
don't have
now?
Clocks
Yeah,
here.
what time would we assume it would be now?
Right now it's about dawn.
Okay.
It's a little after, I'd say probably about 8 a.m.
So we
Okay.
have roughly 4 hours.
Yep.
All right,
Okay.
let's go find our boys.
Can we get some food first?
Yes, let's go get some food and then we'll go find our boys.
Winston, do you have any
And
diners
girl.
around here?
What's up?
Are there any diners around here, Winston?
Oh, certainly. There's restaurants, there's diners, there's a nice like 50s diner just down the road here. Anything
That
you can
sounds really cool.
anything you can imagine.
I
So,
don't.
James, is this like a mix between the real world and like a high fantasy world almost? Like,
Yeah, is it like a weird hybrid?
Kinda,
Yeah, like a-
yeah.
like it mixes really well and no one questions it.
I
So-
feel like it's very much like Onward, where it's like a high fantasy but in like modern.
Yes.
Kind of. So the way that it works is the capital is a place where anybody can do anything they want to be. You want to be a street performer? Cool. You want to open a 50s style diner? Cool, go for it. You want to open an item shop? Go for it.
Okay. Because like I'm just trying to make sure that I understand the mechanics of this world before we start doing shit.
What's
It's
the
a-
currency like? Is everything just free? Like, I'm confused.
I would assume so because Oswald just got flowers without having to pay for it.
Yeah, but those are just flowers.
Yeah, pretty much. It's almost a utopian society. So it's you need food, go get food.
Oh.
So everything that Eden is not.
Yes.
I feel like things are just gonna go to shit while we're here, though.
Oh yeah. We're gonna destroy this place.
River's like, I'm ready to destroy this place with my anxiety.
All right. So, do you guys go get food?
Yeah.
Alright,
I
yeah.
feel like while we're getting food or like about to go get food, River's like, Oswald, get that picture of Shade out of your pocket and see if people have seen her.
All right, I gotta rummage around for a second. There's a lot in there.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know.
So we have a picture of Shade and we have a picture of Hood. We don't have a picture of Rodney or of the professor, correct? Just Shade and Hood.
Yeah, we
Correct.
just have Shade and Hood.
Okay. Just double checking everything.
Mhm.
But when we were in the other town, no one said that they saw Hood, but they definitely said that they saw Shade. So that's why I'm saying,
They saw Shade with a taller guy.
yeah, Augustus.
Okay, so yeah, we can assume that they're together and we can assume that Rodney and Hood are together.
Yeah.
All
If
right.
they are in here.
Yeah.
So as soon as you guys start going down the street, Winston goes in the opposite direction and just kind of disappears into the crowd. Cart and all just kind of disappears down the street. So you guys make your way down. I assume you're showing the picture around?
Do we want to do that first and then, like, while we're eating, make a game plan, or do we want to just
I think
ask?
what we're going to do is like on our way to the diner, we're gonna ask, and then like while we're gonna eat, ask a few people in the diner. If we can't find an idea of where she is by then, we can go ask around.
Okay, because my idea is like we're going there and we're like showing off, like, have you seen this person, have you seen this person, and then like we make like more of like a concrete plan while we're eating. Like my idea was to essentially have one of us go off by themselves and then have two people with someone else so that we can cover more ground.
You guys make your way down the street. You said you were showing off the picture, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen this slut?
Have you seen this asshole?
The majority of what people, I mean, a lot of people, like, unlike Eden, like you expect this to be like Eden, and most people wouldn't even give you the time of day.
Yeah.
Like you show somebody a picture, they're like, huh. No, haven't seen her.
We're just like, all right. Thank you for talking to me.
And that is like 90% of the reaction you guys get is they earnestly look at the picture, think for a moment. No, can't say I have. No. You find a mime and he just mimes. He just kind of shakes his head.
River goes to the mime who just shakes his head no and just like extends her arm and does the wave in front of him and then walks away.
He like mimics your movement as best he can.
I give him a thumbs up and then walk away.
He returns the thumbs up. Yeah, but for the most part, you guys get no's. Like, whoever does stop and take a look. Like, there are a few people who are kind of in a hurry and go, I'm so sorry, I just don't have time.
Thank you for being nice.
Yeah, for the most part, nobody has seen her.
Okay.
I kind of want to do a perception check to see if there's anything like shady going on since everybody's so nice.
Anything shady?
Hilarious.
Go for it. Give me an insight check.
Yeah, you're telling me to give an insight.
Oh, is this the one thing where you don't have demigod powers in?
You did, plus 16 to perception isn't that broken.
Oh my
Added
god.
Oh, it's a nat
What
20.
the hell?
Nat 20 plus 6, so 26.
Kyle! Why are your dice broken?
Because I'm using internet dice.
Every single time I ever used internet dice, I would always get nat ones.
So,
Oh.
Yeah, all the nice people that you guys have run into, all genuinely nice. Like they're genuinely like they kind of want to help, but they're kind of apologetic. They don't have information.
They don't seem like brainwashed or anything like that.
No, no, they just seem like genuinely nice people.
Okay, now I want to do a perception check to see if where the best smelling food is coming from.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Oh, okay. So I got a 4, and it's a. Oh no, I'm sorry. I got an 11, so 27 total.
Okay. So, yeah, you kind of stick your nose in the air and just kind of sniff a few times, and you smell some amazing baked bread,
Ooh.
like fresh baked bread at 8 a.m. And you follow it.
I just
Yeah.
point and start walking.
Yeah.
Okay. I imagine while we're following, I want to inspect this ticket that Winston gave us as to like
Okay.
a clue of what this show might be, because
My
even though
God.
this place is filled, no, even though this place is filled with fantastical kind of people, I'm wondering if maybe one of our friends might be the showcase ticket. You know what I mean?
I'm thinking the White Knight is Shade.
Like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, if there's like any allusion to what, and like, even while we're gonna be out and looking, I'm gonna be looking for like almost like poster billboards of like what the show's gonna be, as to like to see if like what if it's one of our friends,
Okay.
because James is that kind of an asshole.
Okay. So you look at the ticket, and it does say the Coliseum, 12 o'clock start time, and it does list a few of the acts. There's a gladiatorial fight featuring the Dark Knight or the White Knight. There's some jesters coming out. There's like a band playing. It's like a whole ordeal.
Okay.
But none of the names you recognize.
Okay.
What are the names? Like, well, never mind.
Yeah. Looking around, you do see posters and flyers around. You see one poster which is come see the champion of the arena, the White Knight, and it's a picture of a guy in a suit of like shining white and silver armor.
Okay.
Sword at his hip, shield on his back, and just kind of doing the hero pose.
Oh my God. James, can I do an insight check on that hero pose? Do we know that hero pose?
Actually, no. You have never
Oh.
seen that hero pose.
Damn it.
Yeah, like even if it was our friends, I still feel like even no matter how much of a passage of time, we'd still recognize like their mannerisms and stuff. So I do think that we don't know who the White Knight is.
Okay. Yeah, and the flyers will basically say the same things the tickets did.
Okay.
The White Knight is featured in a gladiatorial fight, bands playing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay. Thank you. I just wanted to double check and make sure like our friends weren't on there.
Yeah. But Oswald, do you follow the smell of the fresh baked bread to a nice bakery? And you can see like a sign. They sell like sandwiches, and like you also smell like smoked meats coming from inside, fresh cheese. This smells like the best sandwich shop you have ever seen.
Do they have banana nut muffins?
Absolutely.
I just go in and I order a fuck ton of food.
Okay.
Do I see prices?
Nope.
No, it's all free.
You see a menu, no prices.
I'm a little skeptical of that.
Well, you come from a capitalist society, so.
That's true.
So, yeah, you go up and you start ordering things off a menu, and you see a heavier set woman behind the counter, jolly as can be, and she just kind of takes out a notebook and just starts frantically scribbling down as you list off food. Is there anything else for you, dear?
What do you have for drinks?
Well, what would you like?
I think I'll just actually go with a coffee. I could use it.
She like reaches under the counter, pulls out a coffee mug, and it is like steaming hot coffee.
That was fast.
Well, yes. Is there anything else for you, dear?
I call over to everybody else.
Yeah, I guess I'll get like a loaf, like a small loaf of bread and some coffee.
Okay.
I kind of want to do the tavern food.
Oh,
Can-
yeah. Yeah, let's see if they've got that.
Well, you guys are
this
doing.
This is a sandwich shop.
I know.
Well, let's see if I roll specifically for a sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, both of them. James, while they're getting food, River isn't really particularly hungry right now. So she's just like looking around at the street performers. Is there anyone that's like gambling right now?
Not really street performers. You do see give me a perception check.
Okay.
I got a deep fried rust monster.
Oh my god.
I got Minotaur patties.
Yeah, you could make that into a sandwich.
I got 15.
Okay. Yeah, both those items just appear on a sandwich. That's weird. Yeah. But River, you do see there is a table set up, and you see people playing cards. A little further down the street, you see another table where people are like playing dice. It looks to be similar to like Liar's Dice.
Okay.
And every so often those are really the only two from the bakery that you can see, but yeah, there are a few around.
Okay. River's taking note of those.
Okay. Yeah, so Oswald, you have an absolute mountain of food, just like about 12 sandwiches in front of you.
Works for me.
And as you both drink the coffee, it doesn't seem to ever empty. Like it is piping hot and it continues to like refill to the brim.
This has to be a mutant power.
So what are you? So you guys are eating. River, is there anything else you wanted to do?
I don't know. River like looks back at her assholes who are eating, and like I'm gonna guess they're not really watching her. They're kind of encased in their food because the two most characters that are the least classy when eating are both Oswald and Remy. So
I take
River,
offense to that.
I am not wrong. Hashtag I am not wrong. So River just kind of looks at them and then just kind of walks away from them to go and check out, like, basically what's going on in the Capitol, because, like, she's never been in a place like this before. This is a little bit weird.
Okay. Yeah, as you explore, just more and more weird things pop up. More street performers, a person shooting fire 50 feet in the air and then dropping down and he catches it. He's like juggling fire at like 50 feet. There are people who can stretch and contort their bodies in ways that just look horrible but fascinating.
No, River, instead of like being horrified at that, is just like, yo, same, and then like stretches her entire body between her legs and then goes back to her normal.
So as soon as you do that, the person you do it to takes that as a personal challenge. And you just find yourself in like a dance-off, but for contortionists.
Oh God, she is. But do they not realize that she is the top contortionist?
You kind of get the feeling while you're doing this, they kind of have a power almost like yours.
We're just like, yo, same, buddy.
Like, you guys have a crowd gathering around. I need you.
Oh no, am I doing the performance basically?
Basically, I need you. Presence. Just give me a presence check.
Oh, good. Good thing I have a 0 in that. It's the one stat I don't put anything in.
Could I get her a help app?
No, you're eating a sandwich. I got a 14.
Like, oh, brava.
River's wandered off. You don't know where she is.
Okay, well, I mean, I could have helped in some fashion.
Let me do a mega perception check.
Let's see if we can track her down.
No, you guys would have to notice at all that I even left you.
Okay, well, I rolled a 2, so that's an 18 total.
You look around. There's no River.
Okay.
You're like halfway through your 7th sandwich and just like, where's River?
There's no river, but there is indeed a babbling brook.
Ha.
Huh?
Jokes.
River, you lose a hero point for that.
No.
Yeah, negative
No,
1 hero point.
I'm kidding. You don't, but that was horrible.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah. What'd you get for your performance check, River?
I got a 14.
Okay. You're keeping even with this person. Like, they are matching your moves. Like, it's becoming a dance battle. Granted, not really too good of a dance battle.
River's
but it's a dance battle.
Yeah, but she can tell like this guy's getting angry, but River's only finding this more amusing.
Oh no, he's not getting angry. He's just like, okay, we're doing this now. He's just having a time. Like,
can River like weirdly like stretch her arm all the way to like a building and just sort of fling herself from building to building real fast just to be like, all right, fight me.
The guy does the same.
River's just like, friend. You're my new friend.
You stretch your arm and then you do a predator handshake with your stretched arms.
Dude, what's your name? Do you want to be friends?
Damien. Yeah. Sure, yeah. I'm always down for new friends.
Yeah, my name's River.
Nice to meet you, River. Good moves, man.
Thank you. I haven't had this gift very long, because you guys are called gifted here, which is not what we're called where I'm from.
Oh, are you from the outside world?
Yeah, and I would love to get back.
Cool, man.
You remind me a lot of my friend Gil with your mannerisms, but that's cool. You seem a little bit smarter.
I'll take that as a compliment.
You seem smarter. What's 2 + 2?
Door.
No, that would be the Gil answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, Damien's just like, he's happy he met somebody fascinating, and he just kind of goes back to his business.
Before he goes, can River just be like, hey, can I do a back in time moment where I stole the photo off of Oswald, or did I have the photo to begin with of Shane?
That's up to you guys. Who had the picture?
I mean, I feel like I still have it because I don't know.
Fine, I described Shade to a T, and I go, have you seen this girl?
Basic white girl?
Basic white girl that has the gift of turning invisible, or what she does actually is bending light, and she kind of dresses like me, but like also band tee, not tunic and leggings. Probably a lot of eyeliner too. I don't remember what she fell asleep with.
No, I haven't seen her. Sorry.
That's cool. Thanks. See you later, Damien.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, and he just kind of goes back to the crowd, and the crowd is absolutely cheering for both of you.
River's like, wow, that's the first. If the best way to explain River's like mannerisms in this at this point is very much Jack Sparrow. She's just sort of like, all right, swinging around.
Yeah, so the two of you that are still at the diner, what are you guys doing?
I feel like I've finished my food by now.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, I feel like we finished our food, and then I look at Oswald, and I'm just like, okay, listen. I've got one picture, you've got one picture. River kind of knows to meet up at the Coliseum at 12 for the show. Do you want to split up to cover more ground, or do you think we should stick together?
I don't know. I'm not sensing any weirdness here, so I think splitting up wouldn't be the worst idea.
Neither am I.
River at that point just swoops into a diner going, I made a friend.
I just ate about 10 sandwiches. Do I feel full?
Ate 6.
Do I feel full at all?
Oh, full is not the word I would describe.
Like Thanksgiving.
Like worse, or?
Oh, yeah, you're feeling like post-Thanksgiving. But like times 2.
Wonderful.
Is River actually here, or were you just joking?
No, I wanted her to actually swing into the diner like a spider monkey, because she realizes that she can spider monkey around this city with no repercussions.
Okay. So I imagine as River comes waltzing in, we sort of explain how Oswald and Remy are just like, yeah, this place is kind of not that bad, and maybe we should split up in some sort of fashion.
All right. Well, I made a friend, so I think if I need to like go and find him and ask him to like show me around the city, I don't think he would say no.
I look at the lady behind the counter and I ask, like, hey, so if we're looking for somebody, where do we go to, like, what's the best way to go about that?
She kind of thinks for a moment. Well, people kind of get lost in the crowd here, so trying to find a specific person is kind of hard. Especially if you don't know their general whereabouts. Like, a lot of people around here have their daily routine. So if you know the person and you know where to find them, then, you can usually find them. But if you're...
Yeah, that's gonna be a little difficult because of she's from the outside world like we are.
Mhm.
Okay, so River, here's an idea. Since you can spider monkey up, do you want to go up super high, like on top of like a roof, and try to find him? I have kind of an idea of where to find one of our friends.
I feel like I
might
can
have a lead.
I have a lot more. I feel like I have a lot more freedom in this city than I do our actual one. So, wait, Oswald can get big too. Oswald.
Okay, so if you want to spider monkey up and look across rooftops and swing along like that, that'd be cool. And I look at Oswald and I go, well, if you feel comfortable with getting big and walking around, making maybe yourself like 10 feet, 12 feet tall, just a little bit taller than everyone else, so you can be like above everyone and see. I think I have an idea of where I'd be able to find Shade and Hood/Rodney. I can't do much.
If you find Rodney, scream.
Well, if you think you know, like if you have a good idea on where they are, I'd rather just go with you. 2 sets of eyes, you know.
Well, yeah, but it's just a hunch because just a feeling. I don't know if it's gonna get anything, and we don't have a whole lot of time as it is before the show. Plus,
River just goes, I will spider monkey around the city and I will meet you guys in front of the Coliseum.
That sounds
Okay.
good.
And if you find Rodney, scream. And she so whoops out.
I think what Oswald's gonna do is he's gonna follow Remy to where she thinks they are, and then if they're not there, then he's gonna split off.
okay.
Yep.
So here are my 2 ideas. I imagine we're like watching River Spider Monkey off into the sun, off into the noon rise.
Think of that scene where in Spider-Man where it's just sun, where it's like sun coming up and it's gorgeous and she's just swinging into.
Like George of the Jungle.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my theory. Shade is going to be looking somewhere in like the marketplaces and stuff because that's where she would assume we would be. We would be out in the open looking for each other, and she would probably near like some sort of clothing shopping district or something because she has kind of mentioned that she likes clothes and things, but she also might not be up at this time because she does tend to sleep in. My idea for where Hood would be if he's with Rodney would to be find the closest place that smells the most like bacon.
Okay.
Yeah, that does kind of make sense, actually.
So I'm going to explain this to Oswald. I'm like, okay, Oswald, do you want to try to find Shade first, which might be a little bit hard, or do you want to try to find Hood and Rodney first, which might be exceptionally easy because Hood loves the smell of bacon?
I feel like the second one would be a lot better, just because we got a higher chance there.
Okay, so let's use, I know we just ate and everything, but maybe if we used our powerful sniffers, we'd be able to deduce where the best place that smells like bacon is at.
Well, before we go, I turn to the lady one more time and I ask her, okay, so I know that you got great food and sandwiches and coffee and everything. That was actually amazing. I appreciate that. But where is the best place for bacon, in your opinion?
Well, as much as
Aside
I would,
from your own place, because I'm sure you got great bacon.
as much as I would like to say here, Bob's Bacon Hut is down the street.
Of course,
Of course,
of
he
course
would
it's
be
called
at a
Bob's
fucking
Bacon.
place called Bob's Bacon Hut.
Wait, what's even the name of this place?
Please
Don't
tell
tell me it's
it's
called like Sherry's Shack or something like that.
Please tell me it's like Henrietta's Bagel Palace.
No,
It's
she just kind of looks over her shoulder at the menu that just says bakery.
Oh, I appreciate the simplicity in that name.
I'm not good at naming things, so I just went simple.
That's fine. Simplest places are the best. Okay, well, do I have anything I can give her in like thanks for the food?
I don't
No.
think they accept really anything.
Yeah, I don't think they have a form of currency here. I think this is like Star Trek rules where everything is free and it's all based upon your, like, how nice you are.
I pull a pack of Oreos out and give it to her.
Aww.
You had a second one?
It's like a bag of holding.
Yeah, we have confirmed that his pockets are extra dimensional.
Yes.
So you pull out the pack of Oreos, and she just kind of looks at it. Oh, I haven't had Oreos in so long. Thank you, dear. Thank you.
No problem. That's kind of thanks for you giving me all that food. So, yeah.
Oh, you don't have to thank me, dear. It's my lot in life. It's what I love to do.
Trust me, we come from a capitalist society. I feel like I have to thank you.
That's understandable.
Yeah. But anyway, all right, we're going to head out now. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Come back anytime.
Oh, I definitely will.
James, while we're walking to Bob's Bacon Hut, is there like any vendors or anything that are selling like, not selling, but like have maps of the city?
Every so often you come across like a directory.
Okay, so that's good. So we can sort of figure out where everything is. So I guess we go to the directory, see where Bob's Bacon Hut is, and keep walking.
So
I'm just saying right now, when we start making merch, I'm gonna make a piece of merch that says Bob's Bacon.
Oh my God, please do.
That'd be great.
Our first line of merch, God, Bob's Bacon Hut, and I have extra dimensional pockets. You want some Ritos?
so I just want you guys to know, once you run into Hood and you tell him there's a bacon place, he's going to like come up with the idea that he wants to open a bacon place in Eden.
I guarantee you, because when I was sitting there and I was thinking, okay, if we split up, and when you said, like, if you know what their routine is, it's early in the morning, and I was just like, okay, Shade is probably still sleeping. The professor's probably, like, letting Shade sleep and everything, because that's just how he is. So we would not have as much luck trying to find them. The next best thing is both Hood and Rodney wake up early, and Rodney always cooks. But if they're in this place, they want to go and get food, because I guarantee you they're not going to like have like an inn where they allow them to cook and do whatever. So my best next thing was find the place that smells like bacon. So here we are.
Yeah, so you find the directory, and it's kind of like a holographic table map
Ooh.
that's like interactive. You can kind of like zoom in. They kind of have to have something sophisticated because this place changes constantly.
Makes sense.
I mean, on the other hand, we could just use my massive perception to see if I smell it.
That's what I was also hoping for. I was just like, Oswald's going to be my golden ticket.
Golden Retriever.
That's fair. Yeah.
Um,
Should I roll or no?
Go for it.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yep,
So
there
I
we
rolled
go.
a 12, so that's a 28.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, you smell bacon.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah,
Is
so
it like one of those things where it's like from the movie Lucy, where I sit down and then like I just see a bunch of things in front of me with my eyes closed? Like I I see like the strands of smell, and then I smell the bacon one.
yeah,
You're like a fucking mystic.
Yep.
yeah, so
Helps the FBI find missing children.
so you follow the bacon smell, and as soon as you get closer, the smell of bacon is like a wall. Like
Do I stagger?
a little bit. Like it's a powerful scent.
I'm brought to my knees.
It's so beautiful.
I'm following as fast as I can behind Oswald as he's just magically floating, and it just has like the smell coming through his nose and then out his ears, and he's just like, oh, and he's just,
When did we get Looney Tunes mechanics? I'm sorry.
listen.
I
So
think with a plus 16, it's Looney Tunes mechanics automatically.
Yes.
so yeah, and the smell of bacon is coming from what looks to be a little unassuming shack, big enough that it's a small restaurant sized, but as soon as you enter, you smell pork. Like there's no other way to describe this scent, and you see all the various types of bacon, like pepper bacon, thick cut, hickory smoke, applewood, Canadian, what have you. It's
Then
there.
off in the corner, in a dimly lit corner, turkey bacon.
Ooh, the most coveted of all the bacon.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that bacon, but it's here for those who want it.
Oh, I thought the most like disrespected bacon would be Canadian bacon, not turkey bacon.
No.
Oh, no,
I think
Canadian bacon's
bacon is still more
dope.
respected than turkey.
Canadian
love
bacon
turkey.
is amazing ham.
I
So,
love turkey bacon though.
I mean, turkey bacon's good, but like it doesn't really get past normal bacon. you know?
That's true.
Yeah, and you see a heavier set guy behind the counter.
Naturally, works at a
thick-
bacon smorgasbord.
Oh yeah.
Does he kind of look like Bob from Bob's Burgers?
Oh my God, please.
Hi, how are you?
Why not?
My name is Bob. This is my wife.
Oh my God.
This is my wife, Lynn. These are our 3 kids. Tina.
Lynn, we got customers.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Hi, welcome to the Bacon Hut.
This is great.
You just see Gene pop out of nowhere. Bacon.
So,
In a gorilla suit.
In his Sasquatch outfit.
what can I get you? As long as it's
well,
bacon.
First, I'll take a pound of your finest bacon.
He kind of looks at you like he looks like he's sizing you up.
Oh
Look,
God.
man, we come from the outside world, and the bacon there is not as good as the bacon here. Okay, I just want a pound so I can put it in my extra dimensional pockets.
No. I'm trying to figure out your bacon taste.
Oh, okay, shoot.
It's like one of those wine quizzes online.
And
No,
he just kind of
or it's like one of those carnivals, like guess how tall I am or something like
Yeah.
that.
and he turns around and he starts shoving bacon into a sack. And he hands it to you, and it's like thick cut hickory smoked bacon.
Ooh. Is it like a little bit of like a honey sweetness bacon?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's the kind of bacon I like. A little bit of honey sweetness with that savory.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
open the bag, I smell it. Do I fall over immediately?
Oh yeah, it's like it is like the best smell you have ever had. Like you're pretty sure this is Hood's church.
Oh, okay.
I quickly grab like the turkey bacon and use it as like smelling salts. Like, Oswald, wake up, Oswald! Smell the turkey bacon.
You break the bacon in half, the crispy bacon, you just break it, and then I'm like, huh? What? I point to her and I'm like, size her up, I wanna know. Give her a pound too.
I give my face like the most neutral expression as possible. I want to make this hard for him.
He turns around and he puts like half a pound. He grabs 2 bags, half a pound of turkey, and half a pound of applewood smoked.
For me?
Yep.
Is this like him saying that I like turkey and applewood?
Yes.
Okay, I look at are they cooked?
Oh yeah.
Of course they're cooked.
Okay, I go
Just a
in
bag
there.
of wet, sloppy, uncooked bacon.
I go in there and I like squint my eyes and I open up both bags and I make a bacon sandwich and I go, "You're damn right, I like turkey bacon," and I take a huge bite.
I like that they were
Alright.
supposed to find Hood.
Well, we had to get the
And we
bacon first.
found-
We had to get the bacon first. That's a priority.
Well, we could use this as bait.
It's true, we could.
Bait! We're trying to hunt Hood!
Anyway, I snatched the picture from Remy. I forgot Remy's name for a second.
Oh my
I snatched the picture from Remy, and then I hold it up. I'm like, okay, well, this guy loves bacon more than we do. Have you seen him around?
He takes a close look at the picture. Nope.
I was about
Weird.
to say, if he says this is him, I'm gonna be rolling on the floor.
Oh yeah, he's actually in the corner. He's built a shrine.
Rodney going like, Hood, we have to leave! And Hood's like, no, I live here.
Hood just with a bacon crown, wearing a bacon belt, just like no.
I
This
am
is
the
my
king
people.
of bacon. Now, like,
He's like-
my imagined idea was that Bob was actually Hood and have him be like, "Ah, yeah, that was me when I was about that age.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, man."
Yeah, he looks at the picture and he says, No, I haven't seen him.
All right. I mean, have you like seen him walk by? Have you seen a glimpse of this guy at all?
Nope.
Hmm. And then I hold up the picture of Shade, and I'm like, okay, what about her?
Yep.
I love that.
Let me guess. She came in here and got like 4 pounds of bacon or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Remy
sense.
gets super excited. She's like, was she with a dude who looks like me, but like a dude, but a lot taller?
Yeah.
So that means
I
Hood is still
love-
injured somehow.
I love Bob.
I love Bob too.
What's your lease on life, man? I need to know your biggest
Not
motivational
my
advice.
household. When
What-
did you last see them?
2 hours ago.
Okay.
Meanwhile, River's swinging around the city.
Okay, Big Bob. Now you can tell us about your lease on life.
Yeah, give me some motivational. I need a quote from you that I can remember.
Meanwhile, Allie.
Hi.
Hi,
Do
how
we-
you doing?
Do we do the Batman title card spin?
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Allie, so you're swinging through the city, Spider-Man style.
Yeet.
On a scale
Uh,
of 1 to 10, how cool do you feel?
Like a 6. It's not that high. She's
On a
just like,
scale of 1 to 20,
for
using a D20, James, how cool does the general public see her as?
16.
Oh, well, there you go.
I have street cred here.
So River, I need you to give me a perception check as you're looking through the city.
I got 26, James.
Okay. Okay.
I already know. I know what I'm going to do if I see her from up above. So, and you probably know exactly what I'm about to do if I see her from up above.
So first thing you see is as you're swinging around, you see Oswald just collapse in the street, get up,
River-
and then enter a small, unassuming shack.
River's like, yeah, it's about right.
But as you're swinging through, you stop for a second. You like stop to catch your breath on a rooftop,
Mm-hmm.
and you see a couple, a very odd couple.
Mm-hmm.
Stopped at a vendor. It's kind of looking around. They're both wearing cloaks, dark cloaks. The taller of the two puts down his hood,
Mm-hmm.
and you see some familiar dark salt and pepper hair.
River immediately swings herself towards the shorter one so she can land on top of her.
Okay, James, just for me, how far away are they from Bob's Bacon Hut?
A little bit of ways. Yeah.
No, but like while she's about to like swing down top of Shade, you just hear River go, Shade!
I kind of want to know if I heard that.
So it's almost in slow motion as you descend. Spread eagle. The girl looks up, lowers her hood, eyes widen as she braces. Too late, and she is on the floor.
Do we hear the collision? Is it like a nuclear bomb?
Do you hear the screaming of Shade and then
Oswald, do you
You
hear
guys
There was a disturbance in the force.
I felt it.
Thousands of lives just died.
Let's hope Anakin didn't get. Wait, that's the wrong franchise. My bad.
All right. Yeah. So you guys at the Bacon Hut, you guys hear a scream. Like it's far enough away you can't really hear what is said, but it's a very distinct voice.
Yeah, I think we both know who that was. I'd take out 2 family-sized pack of Oreos and give it to Bob.
Oswald's currency in this universe is Oreos.
Yes.
Yep. As we run out, I just basically yell at him, "Thank you for your services, your bacon's great!" And then we go running in what we assume is the direction of River's scream.
Yeah.
What does he say to the Oreos? I need to know.
He just silently takes them, puts them off to the side.
What is this?
Thanks.
Thank.
He's a predator handshake guy if I ever met
Oh my
one.
god, yeah.
I wave and then I just bolt out.
Okay.
I would like to, while they're running for my voice, I would like to point out that I am straddling Shade and just going, "Shade, my beautiful slut," and I'm just kissing her cheeks.
Man, you're really building up on that River Shade fandom, aren't ya?
No, really? She was really concerned that she wasn't going to find anybody, so that kind of helped her a little bit.
I just want to point out the couple name would be Shiver.
Oh, I like that. That's cute.
Plot twist, it's not Shade.
Aww.
It's not.
I'm just kissing some random chick.
My god.
What the fuck are you doing? No, it's very obvious. It's Shade.
River's just straddling her going, "Shade, you beautiful slut."
She looks up at you, has a very confused look on her face for a second. River?
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
I round the corner and the first word I say is shoulder blades.
We've been looking for you.
And there's Oswald.
Yes. Remy's here
sprinting
too.
with my bag of bacon in tow.
Why do I smell bacon? Is Hood here?
No, Oswald and Remy are, and you know how they eat.
Huh.
Somewhere, Remy feels attacked.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. She bolts upright and gives you a hug.
River's just she's just they're screaming like stupid girls at a sleepover that haven't seen each other in a month.
Sorority girls.
The professor is chuckling "Oh, it's good to see you, River."
It's good to see you, Professor. Have you found Rodney or Hood or Data?
The professor shakes his head. Unfortunately not. We've been looking.
That's upsetting.
Am I like Baywatch running up to them?
Dun, 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 dun.
Why is Oswald getting hotter?
I'm immediately in swim trunks and I have Hasselhoff body.
Dun, dun, dun. No, that's what Shade is seeing right now. Just
River's slapped her face a little bit and she's like, "Shade."
Shade.
Wouldn't it be funny though if in reality Oswald Baywatch style and he has snacks coming out of his pockets loosely. He's pulling up and he's like, "Shade!" And then he takes a big chunk bite out of a fistful of bacon and then shoves that back into his pockets and keeps running.
River just looks at her and goes, "I don't know what you're seeing in that right now. I'm very confused."
River,
when I get
Shade,
there, I do give her a huge hug, though.
River, as Oswald approaches,
Mm-hmm.
you're pushed off.
Yeah, River's like, all right, okay, all right, okay.
Yeah. And Shade does get up and give you and return the hug, Oswald.
I look at Shade and I say, "You actually had me worried."
Why? Do you think I can't handle myself?
No, it's just I don't trust anybody else to, protect you.
River looks at the professor and goes, "That's really fucking cute. You think Rodney will have the same reaction?"
That is so fucking cute, though.
Make it a little bit more logical based, and then you have Rodney.
Oh, you see, I had fake Rodney like my first night here. He was a little bit more flirty. I was kind of into that.
That's a whole story. This guy put us into dreams and then gave us visions in the dreams, and we'll tell you that later. The important part is we found you two at least.
I imagine Remy is finally catching up because I imagine as soon as Oswald saw Shade was like in a dead sprint.
Yeah, it was.
And so Remy comes up, and this is the moment where you hear, yeah, like just like the whole like Looney Tunes fashion, yeah, and then full on tackles her dad.
Then you just see the word Acme throw up on the screen for like half a second.
So as you're running up, like the professor is looking at the two of them, like, don't I get a hug? Oh shit!
Absolutely.
And I imagine how he always hugs me way too tight. I'm like crushing his spine.
Yeah, you hear some cracks and some snaps as you're like hugging him as tight as you can.
Do I hear them too?
Oh yeah.
I look at River and I'm like, you gotta fix him, right?
River's just like, yeah, I haven't done that in a while. Let's hope I still know how.
Yeah, right.
He's an old man. You can't break the old. You just broke the old man. But yeah, he doesn't collapse. He does like take a step or two back from the force, but he does return the hug, Remy. Like kisses the top of your head and like, I was so worried about you.
I'm like just snuggling into him, and I'm just like, oh my god, you don't know what we had to go through to get here. First, I had a dream, and you died instead of Mama died, and then we got to meet this totally cool dude who's got this magic closet, and somehow there's a tentacle and a zebra in there all at the same time, but we got these really cool clothes. And then there was a weird spa that wasn't a spa.
Which she definitely made out with fake hood.
I give her a pointed look as to not say anything, like, because she doesn't. She's like, "Shut up."
River looks at Shade and she'd be like, "She made out with fake hood in the spa."
Please tell me you whisper that for me, please. For me, please. Please tell me that you whispered that.
No, well, I feel like the professor is like definitely like not paying attention to River at all, because whenever River starts talking, I feel like the professor fades out a little bit.
Okay.
So you tell that to Shade, and you may have whispered it. Shade very audibly. It's about time.
I know he was fake, but it still counts, right?
Oh, it definitely still counts.
Okay, so they only thought that I only made out with Hood. Okay, Gucci gang.
Where in actuality, you just played Scrabble.
Yeah, in all actuality, just the lovely game of Scrabble and Mario Kart.
Yeah, but it was human body Scrabble.
Actually, it would be more like human body Twister. Heyo!
Yeah, I mean, you didn't just indicate that you did anything more with him.
To you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
So, that being said, it's a nice little reunion. So we got separated.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised we didn't.
Yeah. So were you two separated?
No, we woke up in a little town. What was it, Millstone? Yeah, Millstone.
Ooh.
We woke up there. There was a nice guy named Lucian. He helped us. He told us to come to the capital.
Oh, we met him. We met him on our way. We were out in like what, like the equivalent of like a dark forest or whatever.
We were like in the crossroads between a dark forest and Millstone, and since our skin tone is of the white variety, we went to the bad area, but then we met Winston and he brought us to Millstone.
Ah. Who's Winston?
The guy that gave us new clothes. And then I kind of
He's our-
gestured to everybody.
He's our friend. I just told you. He's the one who has the magic closet that has a tentacle and a zebra.
Oh, by the way, your guys' clothes are so nice. I love it.
If we can find Winston, I'm sure he'll give you some.
Yeah, he probably will.
Right.
Guys, what time is it? Don't we have to go to that event thing, don't we? Maybe Hood and Rodney are there.
I don't think it took us 2 hours to like hang out at the bacon shop. And then
Yeah,
I look at the time and I'm like,
I
shit.
feel like it took you a little bit of time at the bacon shop.
Has it been almost 4 hours, James?
It's approaching 11 o'clock.
Okay, so
we did spend a lot of time in the bacon shop.
Well, we might have spent a lot of time in the bakery.
Yeah, it's also a big city too, so.
Yeah, and time is also weird. So can we look to see where the Colosseum is, where we are from this point?
You remember from the directory, the Colosseum is just a little bit further ways in the direction you guys were heading.
And I'll just like basically grab a hold of my dad's hand. I'm like, come on, we gotta go over and meet Winston. We'd promised that we'd go see the show with him, and I start yanking him in the direction.
Okay. Oh yeah, sure. Show?
Yeah, we're gonna go see this fucker called the White Knight. I'm going to laugh hysterically if it ends up being Hood. I'm kind of hoping it's Hood.
Ah. Well, I mean, it might be, or it's Rodney, but I don't think Rodney would be that cheesy.
Do you think it might be?
I feel like Rodney might be that cheesy if you give him the chance.
Do you think it might be Data? You know, because he's albino.
No.
I don't think he could fight, even here.
Well, I mean, anything's possible. This is I guess a fantasy world, if you want to call it.
Well, also, we have multiple powers, so it stands to reason that they would have multiple powers, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, well, by the way, Professor, I don't know if we told you this, but Remy can actually change into other people.
I don't know what you're talking about. And briefly, I flash into the professor, and then I flash back out, and I'm just like, I don't understand what y'all keep saying about this. And I don't get it. I don't see what you're saying.
Who's like, we don't know what's going on.
I think it's a denial thing.
Shade kind of leans over to River and she leans over to Oswald and just, so you saw that too, right?
Yeah, it was worse back in the real world, trust me.
I think she doesn't physically know because she never saw herself as Carbon. So to her, she still thinks like she only has this one power, which I think is fucking fantastic because she can only turn into people that she can physically see.
Are there any mirrors nearby?
Not really.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, let's head over to the Colosseum. And then I subtly hold my hand out for Shade.
Oh my god, it's happening!
Should I roll to see how subtle it is?
Go for it.
What am I rolling? Just a d20?
Gonna call it a sleight of hand.
All right. Oh, I get a +1 to that. Cool. That is a 13, so 14.
It's not overly subtle. Enough to get the point across. And Shade just kind of looks at River, smiles, and then composes herself and takes your hand.
Oswald doesn't even look down. He's just kind of like stone-faced. All right, let's go. Like he doesn't want to acknowledge that he likes shade, but everybody knows that he likes shade.
Meanwhile, Shade is completely stone-faced until she looks at River, gets a little giddy, and then goes back to stone-faced.
River's like super happy for her, but also in her heart she's just like, "Where's Rodney?"
Okay. So you guys make your way to the Coliseum. It takes you guys a little bit, and meanwhile, you guys are making small talk, talking about the city, etc. Shade takes note of some of the shops around. You guys make it to the Coliseum, and it looks almost like Roman Colosseum-esque. And there are a lot of people going into the Coliseum. You see people dressed up in very vibrant outfits, kind of dancing around or doing various tricks with their mutant powers, and a few people handing out like flowers and balloons and things like that. It's a very festive event. I need all of you guys to give me a perception check.
Okay.
As you make my DC for the perception check like 30.
Yeah, he gotta start upping his.
Oh, speaking of.
He's got a 29.
I got a 13, so that's a 29.
I got a natural 20, so
I got a 3 plus 7, 10.
Remy's happy to be with her daddy.
Now I imagine that I'm seeing like all this stuff going on, and I'm just fascinated.
It's like visual overload kind of thing.
I'm like a kid at a carnival.
Yeah. Yeah, Remy, you're not used to this kind of outward expression.
I'm not used to this flamboyancy.
It's
Yeah.
almost like our society doesn't reward outward expression. Huh.
Oh.
Weird. Too soon.
Man, that's a meta joke if I've ever heard one. Anyway.
River and Oswald, you guys look around. You don't see Winston anywhere. You don't even see his cart anywhere.
Okay, that's odd.
Oswald and Remy.
You mean
both.
River?
No, Remy.
Oh.
You both notice that all of a sudden you have an extra ticket. Both of you. So you have 2 extra tickets.
Ah.
I feel like M is like staring right at us right now.
Oh my god.
It's almost like Winston was M. James.
I know. I was about to say that. What if fucking Winston is?
I wouldn't be
M.
surprised since he knows Lucian, you know, and Lucian's
Since
supposed to
he-
be like a high up there guy.
Since he knows Lucian, and since he's like the fucking in the know of everything.
That's true. We don't actually know where he went when we split up.
Yeah, he just said that I need to go to my shop real fast.
And we never
I'll-
asked where his shop was.
And I'll meet you there.
Hmm.
Man.
Can I do one more perception check to see if I see it, like, see his cart, like, rolling up?
Yeah,
Maybe
go for
in
it.
the distance or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. I rolled a 4, so that's a 20.
No,
Oh my
his,
god.
his carriage is nowhere to be seen.
What's the,
Oh my God,
what's the
it was
DC
me.
on, like, that check in particular? I need to know.
Yeah, what's the DC
Do
check
you have me
specifically
at, like,
for
30 or
Oswald?
35 DC?
No, that one was about a 15.
Oh.
So you honestly could have just not rolled.
So,
Yeah.
like, I should have figured it out earlier because M is like a creator and Winston loves creating things. He's a creator of clothes.
Or
I
he's just
should've-
a traveling tailor.
No, you're trying to lead us astray. Stop it.
Don't be a dick, be a dude.
Okay. I
Don't
say
think it-
he said that he would meet us, and we know that Winston has these magical properties, so let's just go on ahead and find our seats. Because, like, what if he's already in there?
Yeah, and
actually-
he gave us the tickets in the first place, so it kind of stands to reason that his seats would be near ours.
He actually said he actually never said he'll meet you.
I thought he did.
Mm-mm.
Well,
He said he wanted to see the show, but he didn't say he'll meet you.
I could have sworn, James, that you just said that he would meet us outside the Coliseum.
No.
No, I don't think he said that. I think he was just like enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys are going in?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, seats are first come, first served basis. A lot of people haven't gone in yet. They're just kind of outside, just having a party, kind of
Fucking
tailgating.
front row seats, baby.
You gotta love medieval tailgating.
Yeah, people having barbecues on like the backs of carriages.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so yeah, you guys find seats. If you want front row, you guys pretty much have your pick.
Yeah, front row.
There are markings saying White Knight seating, like behind where he'll come out and where whoever he's fighting and his opponent coming out.
Should we sit on that side or should we sit on the, like, somewhere, like, exactly in the middle?
Guys, what if it's Hood and Rodney just hitting each other?
I'd be laughing hysterically. I wouldn't even go down there and try to stop them.
Just you son of a bitch. You
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
You got us stuck here.
stole-
No, you got us stuck here. No, you got us stuck here.
They're
You
just
stole
like-
my bacon.
They're
You just
kinda-
had to follow data.
You didn't let me go into the bacon hut because I knew you wouldn't come out.
Let's move on so we can see if it's actually them just slapping each other.
River wouldn't stop it, by the way. She'd be like, you know what? I'm just gonna let this happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't stop it either.
Nope.
Remember how Fred and George wrestled in Goblet of Fire, the movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's that. It's just that.
That's
So, you said, and okay. But anyway, which side are you guys sitting on?
White Knight side?
I was gonna try to sit, like, in the middle to see, like, who the competitor was too. But then again, if they're wearing helmets, it doesn't really matter.
yeah, there is like a neutral section kind of in the middle.
I
Yeah,
say
'cause
we
we don't-
should just go to the neutral section.
Yeah, because I was about to say we don't really know who to vote for or like to root for, so I was gonna sit in the middle.
I lean over to the guy next to me, and I'm assuming it's just some rando. And
Yeah.
I'm like, so this is the first one I've ever been to these. How do these usually go?
Well, you see, usually, there's some performance, usually like some dancing, jesters come out and they tell jokes. There's a rodeo clown sometimes. And then the White Knight comes out and he fights some monsters or some other challenger who wants to take his position. That sort of thing. It's
Hmm.
just a good time.
It actually does sound kind of fun. Has the White Knight ever said anything about bacon?
No.
Okay, sorry. I wanted to see if I knew him or not. Bacon is the best way to find out.
Does he carry a bow sometimes?
No, usually sword and shield.
Hmm.
All right. That's normally not Hood style.
Well, I hold my
Rodney
hand out and
style?
I'm like,
Rodney
name's
likes
Oswald.
guns.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you. Enjoy the show.
You see River calculating in her head. She just goes, Rodney likes guns. Does that equate to sword and shield, or does bow equate more to sword and shield?
It would be like, I feel like gun would be more crossbow.
That's
Yeah.
fair. And then River starts thinking about Rodney with a crossbow, and she's just like,
Yeah, so you guys are sitting there. Shade has disappeared,
Oh god.
and she comes back after a while, holding like a tray piled with food.
River's
And
just
it's
looking at her, and she's just like, just ask Oswald to marry you at this point. Jesus Christ, Shade.
Bro.
River. Shade just kind of looks at you in response. Nachos?
I mean, yes, but still.
I also have hot dogs. Did you know they have hot dogs here? I didn't know they had hot dogs here.
I
I
do
feel
love
like
me
they
a
have-
good hot dog, actually.
I feel like they have everything you could ever want here.
Does Shade have a hot pretzel?
Oh yeah, there's like a stack of them.
I take a pretzel, rip off a piece, and then dip it in the nacho cheese.
Shade,
Yeah.
what drinks did you bring? I'm just thirsty. I had a huge breakfast.
All they gave me were cups. I couldn't find a fountain drink machine.
Something
Good.
tells me that if you think about a drink, it'll pop into the cup.
I
Really?
took a cup. And
I think about
took a cup.
I think about orange soda.
It fills with orange soda.
Yeah, I thought so.
River takes a cup and she goes, and everyone knows exactly what she's thinking about as it fills up with wine.
Oh, I was about to say gin.
Yeah, Shade has a pile of snacks. The show begins. People start. The stadium has filled up at this point. Like it's packed house. And you see, some dancers come out in tight-fitting leotards, come out and they start dancing. Some music coming from whatever you guys can tell, nowhere. It just fills the arena as they do like a very elaborate dance number to it. It's very pleasing to look at. They finish. A couple jesters come out and they start like doing some physical comedy, tripping each other, running around, chasing the other, punching the other, tackling the other. It gets very dark. They get mad at each other. They actually start beating the shit out of each other. Two burly guys come out, separate them, take them to the opposite sides of the arena, and they're just done.
Aww.
River just goes, was that the night? I'm very confused.
No, I think that was, and I look at my ticket again and I go, I think that was Boingo and Bongo's Great Circus?
Doesn't seem so great. It looks like they need therapy.
No, it seems like they really do need some couples counseling, does it?
Hey Shade, does that remind you of Rodney and Hood at all? Yeah.
River's just like, oh, absolutely.
Do you think that Boingo and Bongo are not Shade, Hood and Rodney?
Nah.
I mean, there's a
No,
chance.
they don't have the bodies. They don't. It's not.
Okay.
Like a full symphony orchestra comes in, plays a very soothing number, and then it transitions to a high octane piece as the crowd starts to chant "White Knight, White Knight, White Knight."
River's just like, is anyone else uncomfortable with the testosterone levels in this coliseum?
And
I
I
mean,
like
if you're to watch a fight, you kind of had to see it coming.
As you
see
say
River,
that,
White Knight, White Knight.
Shade is also like on her feet chanting.
River's just like, I'm the only one. Okay.
The gate raises and you see a fully armor-clad person come out. It's a lot smaller than you would expect from like the posters and things. Like he looks smaller.
Data.
Is this Data?
But
Well, if
he,
it was
he
Data, the armor would be too large, and then
Oh
he
my
would,
god. It's fucking Winston.
Oh Jesus!
Winston is the fucking White Knight, y'all.
I'm doing a mega perception check to see if I can tell if it's Winston or not.
Start
Go for it.
crying.
Oh, hey, that's a high one. I got a 16, so that's 32. What do I see, James?
It looks too small to be Winston.
Oh my
Damn.
god, it's fucking Data.
I look at the other two, and I'm like, I shake my head solemnly, and I'm like, it's not Winston.
We're all depressed. We get up and leave.
So the White Knight kind of struts out, and he looks around. He puts his hands in the air. The crowd goes wild. He takes the shield from his back, draws the sword as the orchestra kind of filters out. And suddenly the Colosseum shakes.
Uh-oh.
Don't like that.
Better be M coming down to fight him himself.
M, come down here, you bitch.
You're
Like you-
God.
Like you hear, like you feel, boom, boom.
Oh, is this a D&D monster? I hope this is a D&D
Oh my god,
monster.
is he going up against one of those giants from the Dark Forest?
And suddenly the gate on the other side opens. And you see
Definitely not a giant.
It's a kitten.
Meow.
a Tyrannosaurus come out.
Whoa!
No.
Oswald's eyes go wide.
We're just like, Oswald, that's like a giant Jira.
Maybe that is Jira.
Oswald,
White Knight Pearl.
the T-Rex roars. Oswald,
Mm.
you understand it perfectly.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
good.
he does.
Great. What does it say?
Come at
Kill
me. fuck.
me! Kill me!
Does it? Don't tell me it's got some like suburban like accent. Like, hi, how are you?
He's giving us a bourbon accent.
Hi,
It's
Mr.
got a
White Knight.
Suburban lisp.
He looks around. You hear like the roar translated. I have a big head and little arms, and this just doesn't seem fair.
James!
I immediately pinch the bridge of my nose.
You're like, that's
doesn't
about
seem-
right.
This just
We all look
doesn't
at
seem like a
Oswald.
fair fight. Can I have a redo?
I look at everybody
Oswald.
else and I'm like, you don't want to know what he just said.
What is this intellectual creature saying, Oswald?
Uh,
I can only imagine like the little arms just flailing like, hey.
he said he wants to, not fight him at all because he thinks the fight is unfair.
How's the fight unfair? He's fucking huge.
Yeah,
And
but
who's
he's got the
fair?
whole big head, little arms thing going, so.
His teeth are the size of his body!
River's like wheezing.
I look at the dude beside us at that Oswald was talking to before. There ain't no way the White Knight's gonna win this one. It's a fucking T-Rex.
River's still like wheezing because she's like listening to what Oswald's saying and she's just like, oh my god, all reptiles are the same.
Yeah, so
the second the T-Rex gets hit, ow man, stop it.
not nice.
I'm sorry that I slept with your wife.
How would that even work? I don't want to know, actually.
I don't want to know either. So the gates close. The T-Rex looks down at his opponent, who looks dwarfed by the monstrosity. And then the White Knight moves.
Okay, James, real fast.
Hmm.
Can I do like a perception check on the White Knight's shield for like an insignia?
It's just a ornate like design. It's not a specific insignia. It's
Okay.
just embossed in like silver, elegant like designs.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank
Do
you.
I see the guy that I talked to before around me?
Oh yeah, he's still sitting right next to you.
Okay. I turn to him and I ask him, like, so what do you know about this guy, the White Knight?
Well, he only appeared just recently.
Like, how long ago? Like a week?
A week, two.
I look
Around,
at
yeah.
River and I ask her how long we've been here.
A few days.
Hmm.
Yeah, we've been here like what, 3 days?
Yeah.
But he just came in and he kind of dominated.
Hmm.
It's kind of
That sounds like
fascinating.
somebody we know. That sounds like a lot of people we know.
Should we do perception checks to watch how he moves? Because we would know how Rodney and Hood move.
River would definitely know how Rodney moves because she trains with him, and you guys trained with Hood, so yeah.
Yeah, so should we do that?
Remy
Or-
single-handedly kicked Hood's ass.
Maybe instead of a perception, maybe it should be like an would it be perception or insight? Which one would make more sense? Or an investigation? I don't know.
Just a perception.
Just a perception? Alright, I'm gonna use the loaded dice because I really want to
All of
see.
us or just her?
I think all of us.
No.
That would make sense because we're all watching him.
If you guys are all watching, yeah, give it a. Go ahead.
Oh, I rolled a 4. That's a 19.
I got a 17.
I got a 15 plus 7, 23.
Mhm. It's very quick. It's very nimble. But it doesn't look like something you've seen before.
Okay, so he's not anyone we know. I think we can conclude that James
Yeah.
has said now. It's no one that we know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
especially by their movement, because we would know if he was blinking, we'd be able to tell right away, even if it was like
Well,
blinking for half a second.
Here's the thing. Even if he wasn't blinking, River would still know if it's Rodney or not because
Exactly.
Rodney and her have decided that they cannot use their powers against one another because they're equal.
Mhm.
Exactly. And Hood, even though he's trained
Mhm.
like a hunter, we would know that he doesn't move quickly. He
Yeah,
moves
a little bit more-
powerfully.
Yeah,
he's
so it's
a little bit more forceful.
Mhm. He's a bit more bare knuckle boxer, less.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy is moving very fast, very fluid, which is surprising for the armor he's wearing.
I still think it's Winston.
Same.
I think if it's anyone we know, I think
Mm.
it will probably be Data or Winston.
Yeah,
you
my
guys,
bet is Data or Winston.
You guys watch. You guys look up, and you see the White Knight is climbed up the Tyrannosaurus's back. He is now like on his neck, holding onto a spine, and just plunges the sword.
Ooh, poor baby.
So what do I hear him say?
Son, man, I don't want to be here. You just stabbed me.
My
That
face
hurt,
immediately
man.
goes into my hand.
Okay. Here is something that I would like to do, James.
Okay.
I have a feeling he's not going to show his face or anything.
Mhm.
If I want to like sort of prepare an action almost. Like I'm going to prepare to see like if he reveals his face or not to the crowd. I don't know if that's something that he does, but he has to have some place where he gets ready. So I want to start like trying to go.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say, can I like sneak into his dressing room?
Yeah, because I would want one of us to try to sneak into his area in which he gets ready so that we could get a look at this guy's
To be
face.
honest, I would probably be the smartest one to do it because I'm sneaky. That's literally my entire deal.
Well,
How
before
much
you
is
guys,
yours?
Before you guys do that,
Okay. You're going to tell us he takes off his...
the Tyrannosaurus bucks. Like, he's trying to get
Ooh.
the knight off of his back, and he succeeds. The white knight, like, keeps hold of his sword. The sword comes out, loses his grip, and he goes flying. Like, he hits the ground hard, and his helmet comes undone.
Who is it?
The helmet is left on the ground. The guy is standing. The guy is like kneeling, gets up. And what you see is a young boy
Mm-hmm.
with olive skin,
Mm-hmm.
dark hair, and a very determined look on his face. All of you give me a perception check.
Okay.
I already know who it is. Do I need to give a perception check?
See if
It would
I was
have-
hoping for a nat 20.
Oh my god, you got
Damn
another
it.
19.
I got a 19 again.
And loaded dice. Here we go. Yeet.
I got 25.
That is another 15 plus 7. 23. Boop, boop.
Okay, now, James, before you say anything, can I do a guess?
Yeah, can we all place our bets?
Go for it.
I think it's Data, but it's before he used all of his powers on all of the people, so he's, like, healed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Elena?
I personally think, I don't think it's Data. I think Data, it's either, here's my guess, either Data or Data has a brother that looks like him or a twin.
Okay. Oswald, do you want to take a crack?
Nope.
Good, because Allie's right.
It's Data! It's our sweet baby boy!
Like, there is something about it, the structure of his face, his eyes, but there's nothing, there's no doubt in your minds, it's Data.
Is the
Well-
T-Rex, like, rearing up to get to him, or is he, like, running away?
It's actually quite the opposite. Data is running
Towards it?
towards it.
Okay, can River at that moment, River's smart enough to know if he looks like this, he's probably not going to remember being called Data. So
Mhm.
River, like, grips onto the rails and goes, David!
He turns.
And the
T-Rex kills
him. Game over.
And he looks and he stops running. And he looks up. A very confused look on his face. River? Alright, guys, and that is where we're going to call episode 29 of Dice Drop. Thank you guys so much for listening in. If you like this, leave us a like, a comment, or a review. A 5-star review definitely helps us out. We would greatly appreciate it. It helps us get seen on whatever platform you're on. Also, check out our social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The links are in the description below. You'll receive news and updates on upcoming episodes and projects that we're working on. It also helps us out. It supports us. And thank you guys so much for any of you who did. We release new episodes every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we will see you guys next week for episode 30 of Dice Drop. Once again, thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you guys next week.